Over here looking like JCiana and shit. Hey, what up, G? Checking out some of your readings and shit. You decent with it. I like your casual, laid back approach and shit. It's tight. You know what I mean? So I brought the robe out and shit, inspired by you and shit. Shout outs to you, JCiana Hill. She's psychic. She be doing her thing faithfully out here. One of the good, consistent divines I'll be seeing out here who under the radar doing her thing. JCiana Hill. What up? So I'm just gonna get straight to it. Got a few readings I need to do before work. Planning to do immediately after this. Hopefully I can squeeze in another reading for YouTube before I leave. So head, shoulders, knees, and toes ran, and we will begin. Head, that's words, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. It's the thoughts you have, the decisions you're making, the mentality that you possess. Everything starts from the mind. You got cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. Heart, mind must be aligned with everything that you do. We ain't half-assing nothing. Who's the ruler of the heart mind department? That's the divine feminine. You got wands. Wands are actions and behavior. Things you're doing, things you've done, not what you're finna do because you ain't did it yet. What you've done has karma and accountability attached to it. What you're doing has karma and accountability attached to it. What you finna do does not. All right. This is twin flames and separation. We'll get with it after the pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. Things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire. All pentacles is temporary. And all pentacles have an expiration date. So you cherish the things that you do have because all things expire. Who rules the wands and pentacles department? The divine masculine, you can tell. Let's get with it. First card in this message, fairly important, overall energy, top card. You got the Ace of Cups. This involves both masculine and feminine. Like I say all the time, during separation, the best thing you can do is this. This is self-care, self-love, self-respect, self-admiration, self-realization, self-love. Love yourself. Okay? There's a lot of people who don't know what love is. They don't even love themselves, so you loving them, there's no point in doing that. Just wasting your time, energy, and resources. Love the person who don't love themselves or who don't even know what love is. As long as you love yourself and know what love is, that's all that matters. Just in case you go through life without people not loving you. Love yourself. Self-respect. As long as you respect yourself, people will respect you. As long as you respect yourself, people will respect you. Give people something to respect. Have morale. Have values. Have, things that differentiate and set you apart from the next man or woman. Be a person in your work. Be divine at all times. Treat yourself with respect. People will treat you with respect. Self-realization. Know who you are. Because the average person in this world don't know who the fuck they are. Yet alone what love is, but the average person don't know who the fuck they are. Period. That's really the main problem out here. People know who they was. They respect themselves. Thus have love for themselves. It's a whole chain of command, but whatever. Respect yourself. Realize who you are. So you ain't confusing yourself or confusing other people or sending mixed signals out here. Self-identification. Know who you are. Realize who you are. Know who you are. Know that you know who you are. It's the great I am. The great I am. Get familiar with that. Are you a divine masculine or are you a divine feminine? Psychic? Are you a prophet? Preacher? What's your contribution to life? What do you think you bring to the table in life? Like who are you? All that. Self. Love yourself more. This is also just self-care. Take better care of yourself. Lose that weight. Feel great. Get your inner glowing. That's what you can do in separation is, like I say, change yourself for the better. Lose weight, eat right, think right, read right. Self-care. You know what I mean? So by the time you see your twin again, it's a change. It's like, wow, you slimmed down a little bit. I like that. Wow, you got an inner glow about yourself. I like that. Wow, I see your business is booming out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Change. Change. Always helps. Self-development, self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-admiration. This is what the masculine is doing right now, feminine, and this is what you should be doing right now, feminine. Because bottom line, more important than anything, we got the Queen of Swords. This is my Lucy Blue card. It's just being 10 toes the fuck down on a direction or decision. It's mental, whatever it is. Or small. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a great position. Eight of Pentacles is a life, which is out here. Life, that's shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed you're sleeping on. Four walls you call your shelter. Children are in your life. Family is in your life. God is in your life. Twin flame is in your life. Your career is in your life. Your car is in your life. The average person doesn't have one of these. It doesn't matter about if you're rich or wealthy. That depicts a life or not. You can be a superstar, famous, and richest person in the world and have no life of your own. You know what I mean? Like I say, it's bums in the street out here who live their best life. They're poor to your standard of living, but they have a whole life and more. Life is definitely what you make it with the things that's in it. But having a life is cool, but when you got a life and more, Nine of Pentacles, you see how your life is in order? See, Eight of Pentacles, there's pentacles all over the place. You probably couldn't fit too many pentacles in here. It's a lot of chaos. But here, you can fit two more pentacles. Like you took your life, lined it up, cleared some space here from the 8 to the 9, to where now you, lining your life up, can fit something here, you can fit something here. 10 of Pentacles is a manifestation. Knight of Pentacles is the divine realm. Aces to 10s are karmic cycles. Knights, queens, kings, and things are divine realms. Keep that in mind. So a queen, this is big energy right here. So you have a life and more. When you're in a position like this, you can either A, help yourself get to the next level, which is the 10 of Pentacles, which is completion. He was working hard to manifest something. 10 of Pentacles is the manifestation. 9 of Pentacles is just a step before this manifestation. It could be a dream you want to manifest, or twin flame milestone you want to manifest, a personal goal or something. Whatever it is, it's in steps. I mean, you're at the 9. You ain't there yet. It's like you put $9 on a $10 buy on a layaway. You ain't got $10 yet. You got 9 though. That's cool. You're almost there. Decision you're gonna have to make. When you're in a position like this, you can help yourself or you can help somebody else. Take this pentacle, give to somebody else. Help somebody manifest some shit. Or at least get their life in order. Say a person is at a 7 of Pentacles. That's my Riri card. Riri represents change, reorganization, release, reconnecting, relapse, rehash, rehab, reverse, renege, reunion, Riri, R-E. It's like 7 of them you're going to have to do to get your life back on track, which would be an 8 of Pentacles. Say you at a 7 of Pentacles. You see a person at a 7 of Pentacles, you at a 9. You help them out to get their life back on track. But by helping, it's going to put you at an 8 too. But you're still in the good standing. 8 is an 80%. That's a B. You wouldn't want to help somebody who's at a, I don't know, 8 of Pentacles, already got their shit together. Because all you're going to do is give them a position of power to put them at a 9 of Pentacles and you at an 8. You're going to help a person at a 6 who barely making it. You know what I'm saying? 6 of Pentacles, that's a D. It ain't failing, but it ain't passing. Help them pass. At least get by. C standard by having them a Pentacle. Person can be at the Dark Night of the Soul, which is the 5 of Pentacles in my deck. That's a 50%. That's failure. Dark Night of the Soul is the Dark Night of the Soul. You give a person a Pentacle in the Dark Night of the Soul, it's going to get them by from a 5 to a 6. I mean, it's a D. It ain't necessarily passing, but it ain't the Dark Night of the Soul either. However you choose to help, or however you choose to help yourself or help somebody else, this is a very important decision that you're going to have to make with a certain Pentacle in your life. I go for both masculine and feminine because y'all twins and y'all be going through the same shit. Take that how you want. Coming into the situation, feminine, you directly have the Devil card. This is overindulging. This is addictions. This is codependency. You being chained to a person, somebody being chained to you, whether you realize it or not. Toxic behavior, regressing, just going backwards, doing shit you said you weren't going to do. Or the only good thing about this card is, like I say, getting freaked out. It's like turned out in a good way. Like smoking weed for the first time, or you are like a Mormon, or you bring one of your strong Christian grandmothers to Vegas because you live in Vegas, and you tell her to play the slots. You know what I mean? She don't believe in gambling, but you just tell her to do it for the sake of fun. She has a lot of fun. She really ain't gonna do this ever again, but for this one time she's playing, she's actually having a good time. But you kind of knew, you know what I mean? It ain't all bad. You know, she's just trying something new, trying psychedelic or some shit like that. Like I say, still a devil card, but not all bad as the rest of the prior energies I just named. But it's in the feminine's energy, and let's put some smoke on that. Queen of Wands, it's in the feminine's energy. So, take this one in a few ways. To the divine feminine struggling with codependency, free yourself. Like Fantasia, son. Really break away from that karmic situation you too codependent on. Because you're codependent on it. You'll be alright without it. Trust yourself. Trust your wants, actions, and behavior that you'll be straight without whoever you codependent on. Could be family. Could be your own children. Could be a benefit, whatever it is. I mean, release yourself. Loose yourself. Overindulging. You're doing something in excess. Feminines, chill out. It's your actions and behavior. It's like you spending too much money and the devil card comes out. You divine, you're Gucci. Like, you know what I mean? You smart, you ain't stupid out here. You ain't moving like the rest of the goofies. You understand what I'm saying? You got sense. You know better. But it's like you in the red. Devil card come out. It's like, hey, you spending too much money at this casino. Hey, you taking too many damn trips. Hey, you should get back to work. Like, idle mind is a double workshop, and it's like you got a hell of a lot of idle time, and you spending this shit not really building. If anything, what you're doing is taking away from your savings, from your funding, from your progress, from your whatever. Double Dutch still kills and destroys. Whether that's your fucking mood or your pockets, nigga, like, be cautious. And it ain't like the devil doing shit to you, because the devil has no power, authority, or dominion over you. Satan doesn't either. Lucifer doesn't either. It's three different people from three different places with three different agendas. Them motherfuckers is. And once again, they have no power, authority, and dominion over you. You are your own worst enemy. Excuse me. It's Queen of Wands, Divine Feminine. You are your own worst enemy. This energy here has nothing, can do shit to you. God can't even affect your free will. I don't know how the fuck people are convinced this energy can. You are more powerful than this energy anyway. So, like I said, you're your own worst enemy. Watch yourself. It's just like you spending too much on your credit card and your credit card shut off thinking it's a person who stole your motherfucking card because the spending is just weird. Like that type of energy is a red flag, like you being in the red. Damn, did my actions and behavior get me here? Mm-hmm. I'm saying? And whatever it is, real shit, because this is a twin flame reading, it's most likely what the fuck your masculine been talking about. Part of the reason I lost most of this weight, because like I said, my masculine got in my ass about it. In the best way he can, and which is why, like I said, your divine counterpart is your muse and your best motivator. Because the way he said that shit, the way I need to get back in shape and shit, how I'm like, you know what I'm saying, falling off. I forgot the exact words the nigga said. It was something on the line of like, boy, you soft. You harden up. I was like, shit, alright. I mean, say less. I mean, I like proving them wrong too. It's just an ultimate motivator for me. Everybody got their own motivation, shit like that. But what motivates me a lot. I'll be hard on my ass, you know what I mean? And shit, tough guy card is out here too. I'll get to that in a second because it's on you. But like I was saying, why feminine your own worst enemy? You can overthink yourself out of a relationship. You can overanalyze yourself out of position. You know what I'm saying? Really blow through a savings or whatever. It's behavior motivated behavior. Some of your behavior has to change. I'm talking to all of my friends because nigga, we all in the same boat and ain't nobody perfect. So if you ain't got vices to where you think vices are, you still got something. Motherfuckers don't smoke, you don't drink, you don't really do what the world does. They think they saints or perfect, but no. What's your spending habits like? Yeah, I mean, like it go deep. It go deep. Moving on. Masculine comes to the situation. He's in the world. 4 cups. It's temporary space and time where all things expire. It's now, you know, the world. It's the now. Masculines tend to live in the moment and live in the world. Actually, masculine, you got all red cards too. So that's a warning, or you're on fire. Gotta put smoke on this one. Give me 1 second. Knight of Pentacles. This is grooming. Grooming is however you was groomed. From the time you came out the womb to this very moment right now, you've been groomed. Whether by your parents, friends, society, religious institution, whatever. We get groomed a lot. For example, with me, I was groomed a lot by church. Church, first and foremost, that shit was like, I was going into that. I was doing that 5 days a week. Grandfather was a pastor. Grandmother, a district missionary. Mother, a missionary. I'm supposed to be a preacher myself, you know what I mean? Like, church has a huge influence, from the implementation of hell. At 6 years old, boy, you going to hell if you do anything wrong and shit. And then I'm like researching hell and see what it looks like, getting scared shitless over this made up place. Hell doesn't exist. I will argue, but a lot of motherfuckers, they ain't arguing me yet, but I would love to debate. I love to debate, but like I said, grooming. Church is, in my life, biggest grooming. Second, family. All their ideologies, all how they feel, their mentality on shit. What should be and what shouldn't be waptabeezy, you know what I'm saying? After family, God, at least with me. I wasn't in the army, so I ain't got the army influencing me. I ain't got no record. I ain't never been to jail and shit, so I ain't institutionalized or even got a sprinkle of that industrial prison complex on me. You understand what I'm saying? Antisocial as fuck, so it ain't like I'm getting socially influenced out here, you know what I mean? Or really fuck with the norm. Church, family, God. My biggest influence. Maybe my fuck ass friends. But I'm a Leo, I'm a leader. I don't follow anything. Some people are who they hang with. But saying I should say that. My uncle, Don, my grandfather Homer, and my homie Marlon. Tip C, EPI to the capital C. What up, my G? That's where I get my walk from. I walk like 3 people. Bit all they shit and just formulated my own swagger. You understand what I'm saying? The way I talk is the mixture of my Cali homies. I grew up in Vegas as a kid, moved to LA prior to moving to Chicago. I claim the shot because I've been here the longest, but prior to becoming to Chicago, I was living in the West Coast. You can tell by my accent. You understand what I'm saying? The way I talk is my cousin Nicky. He's got a stutter too. My cousin Nicky and my West Coast homies. South Central niggas. Crip niggas. You know what I'm saying? The way they talk and the way my cousins talk, it's like, and my uncle DC too. Big influence, my uncles. I ain't had no father out here. That's how I talk. Who I am inside, my mind, the way I carry myself, mother. Me, mother. Biggest influence. You can tell, feminine energy, my nigga, like, mother. Biggest influence. Grooming. Who are you exposing your kids to? Thank God my mom grew me up in the West Coast. I lived all around the country as a shorty, and as an adult, lived all around the country. Because I was groomed to not stay put some fucking where. Like, home is where the heart is. You don't have to stay in a small town your whole life or stay at one place your whole life. Expand your motherfucking horizons. Get exposed to the real. Got exposed to a lot of grand shit. From shorty to where I'm at right now. I know I look ignorant. I look like this. Let's talk like this. You know what I'm saying? But it's about who you are inside. Saying all this shit to say this. You are a product of the grooming you have. And keep in mind, you grooming other people. Like your twin. Like your children. You understand what I'm saying? Grooming goes both ways. Because grooming is a two-way street. You can give something, it gets taken and given right back to you. You give love, it comes right back. You give respect, it comes right back. You give money, money comes right back. Cause shit, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta beg to get your money back. That shit just come right back. Respect. Ugly grooming is a one-way street. One person giving, another person taking, they ain't giving back. One person just giving and giving and giving and ain't getting shit back from it. One person is just taking and taking and taking and ain't giving shit. That's one-sided, whether that's love or partnership, relationship, partnership, kinship, family. It's one way that's ugly. Bad is the person who wants to control the whole give it and take your shit. That's manipulation. That's control. Double card. Divine feminine. Grooming. Big part. Huge part in your divine masculine's madness. Which is why it pays to get to know who your divine masculine is. He'll tell you who the fuck he is. He could be a she, should be he, you know, I'll be rocking. Get in tune to your masculine. How do I do that, bro? Communication, my G, which is your card in regards to yourself. Divine feminine, in the feminine role. Directly, consciously, we got communication. It's 80% nonverbal. 80% nonverbal. What you're saying is 20% of it. And what the fuck you saying and what you're doing gotta be the same shit. You can talk all day, but if what you doing ain't matching what you saying, then you ain't saying shit. Fuck what you doing, because if you doing ain't matching what you saying, then what you doing don't mean shit. Correlation. 80% nonverbal. So basically what you're doing is more important than what the fuck you saying. What your divine masculine is doing, divine feminine, speaks more volumes than what he's saying. He could be a she could be he, you know I'll be rocking. It's like the card next to you. The King of Cups in regards to the divine masculine. We're going to get to that in a second. I'm going to put this on top of this because it really correlates. Yeah, feminine. You got to speak with your actions. A lot of shit your master want to hear from you that don't involve no conversation. And I ain't talking about no freaky shit. We got to that last reading. The divine masculine doesn't want to talk. He want to do. Yeah, that was last reading. This energy here is like I say, shit you need to be doing. Shit your masculine is expecting to see. Like I say, it ain't happening, or your masculine ain't seeing it, or maybe it's this devil here, addictions, overindulging, codependency, whatever the fuck. This energy right here, that's kind of like, you know, fucking up your flow here. It's like you can't talk non-verbally because you seem to be possessed by something else. Focus on something else, or controlled, or manipulated, or under the influence of some other shit. Mirroring your 8, divine masculine in regards to you, he's got the 8 of Pentacles. You're in a divine masculine's life. Whether you realize it or not. Say this shit one more time. For the feminines in the back, you're in your divine masculine's life. Whether you realize that or not. Whether you've considered that or not. See, you talking or going about as if your masculine don't have you in here. What's the 8 of Pentacles? That's shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed you're sleeping on. 4 walls you call your shelter, your children, your family, your job, your car, your twin, your God is in your life. Like, what kind of God do you serve? First of all, what kind of God do you serve? Hopefully God's in your life. It means a lot of things in your life. I'm telling you, it ain't just the money you got or your status. That don't mean shit. You could be broke as fuck and have a whole life. You could be rich as shit and have no life of your own. You're in the masculine's life, but you going about as if you ain't. As if you know this. You don't know. You wouldn't know your place in your masculine's life. You wouldn't know the place in your masculine's life. He can't tell you your place in his fucking life. Okay? He can only show you through his bonds, actions and behavior, communication, how he really feels. I'm telling you, this shit is rule number 1 of this twin flame shit is built for you two to be the best people you can be. Rule number 2, which used to be rule number 1, this shit optional. It's optional. The white masculine doesn't have to fuck with you. Period. He doesn't have to call you. He doesn't have to see you. He doesn't deal with you. He can literally just ball you up and throw you fuck that way and put you in a fucking box and keep you there and never have to deal with you for the rest of his fucking life. He doesn't have to keep coming back. He doesn't have to pick up calls. He doesn't have to leave your message. He doesn't have to do shit. Nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But doesn't he continue to do it? Don't they always come back? Flame shit, man. It's subconscious, nigga. This shit is autopilot, nigga. It ain't conscious. When your divine masculine does not move consciously in this situation, once again, feminine shit you would know if you was paying attention to the 80% communication you getting from your divine masculine, which is not verbal. Fuck what he's saying. And even what he's saying, it's only 20% of it. Are you paying attention? Are you hearing, you know what I mean, the nonverbal shit? Like him picking up your calls. I told you, 2 of Wands. That's the divine masculine's role in this relationship. is to keep the shit alive. 3 of Wands is your role. 3 of Wands is survival. That's like stability. It's just being there. What's your divine masculine role in this twin flame situation? You got shit going on. You need his help. Because you 3 of Wands and you doing just a little bit more than he is. Hey, I got a lot of shit going on. I need your help for something. You call. He picks up. He doing his fucking job. He ain't have to pick up on your ass the whole time. Hey, I need you to help me with... You notice ain't too much talking from the masculine? Because that's just 20% of it. Nah, actions. Hey, I need you to You doing most of the talking. Okay. Whatever you ask him to do, I'm sure that shit involves action. Hey, I need you to show up. Hey, I need you to do. He does it. That's his job. It's just, you need help, he assists you. He ain't doing nothing more than what he needs to do, just what he needs to do. It's subconsciously, too. He doesn't consciously knowing he only giving you just enough. But you got to appreciate the two. You could get nothing from your master. He could just be aware of what he needs to do and not do it. Not keep the shit alive. Like I say, 2 of Wands. If the queen gets took in the chessboard, nigga, the game still goes on. Masculine gets took, game over. How does the feminine move in the chessboard? 3 times better than the masculine. How does the masculine move in the chessboard? A little less than the feminine does. You need to know what your masculine's life consists of. You need to know who your masculine is. What is important in his life. And what ain't. You should know this by now. God, I can see the gray hair growing through my shit. Damn, I'm getting old, son. You know, like I say, know your masculine. Because by knowing him or her, what they do will make a lot more sense to you. Wrapping this up. Masculine role, feminine, in regards to the masculine, you got the King of Cups. This is the 1950s, 1960s. That is tough love. You know, your masculine is saying a lot, but it ain't from his words. It's from his actions. What's a 1950s, 1960s dad? Like I say, it's Jack Arnold from the Wonder Years. Archie Bunker from All in the Family. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Homer Simpson from The Simpsons. Peter Griffin from Family Guy. You know, doesn't always have to be a hard ass. Could be a funny guy. Fred Flintstone from the Flintstones. George Jetson from the Jetsons. George Jefferson from the Jeffersons. Alpha male. And it ain't about how the fuck I feel. It ain't about your emotions. I am a provider. Okay? I am a stabilizer here. And I do my fucking job. Okay? So get off my back. You know what I'm saying? If I want to fucking chill, if I want to do any fucking thing, I should be able to do it. It ain't like I have a life, because my life consists of keeping shit popping around here. I'm just here to pay taxes, support my family, and die. So any type of perks I choose to have, I should have it. Daughter's all emotional, wants to talk about her day at school. You just want to catch the game because you've been working all fucking day and been anxiously waiting to watch this game. But now it seems like you can't because your daughter just want to be whatever. You know, whatever your daughter's dealing with is minor. Even wifey, she be coming at you with some minor shit. But as a husband, you gotta at least hear her out. You can't just cut them off completely. You can tune them out while you watch TV and have, be a listening ear and shit. And then they get mad that you only listen to half of the time, but it's like, goddamn. I'm a provider. Gotta hit the streets tonight. Like, I do a lot. My actions should show you the fact that I keep a home, still married to your fucking mom, paying for anything that you need, getting your teeth and braces and all this shit done. Like, I don't have to do nothing. Going back to the masculine role, I don't have to do shit. But I do it because I'm the man. Nigga, I do it because that's who the fuck I am. That's where I'm at in life. Okay? So if it seems like I'm tuning out or I'm unemotional, okay, whatever. That's not what it means. I wouldn't do Wands, actions and behavior, the shit for you if I didn't love you. Okay, whether that's your dad, divine feminine, or your fucking twin. It's like tough love, ain't and then I'll tell you, everything your masculine does for you is just preparing you for the niggas in the world. Everything your dad tried to tell you and put you on was just to prepare you for the niggas in the world. If that ain't being tough on you, he being on you. What the average man gonna be on your ass in the world? He just doing that from a love perspective, a love that you gotta like respect. They're not hard asses. They're not cold blooded. They're not unemotional. These fathers. They're just tough on you because the world gonna be tough on your ass, and that's what you gotta understand. That they're doing it for a reason, and it's a reason why they move. If you knew your dad, then you would know why he does the shit. If you knew your twin, then calling your twin your daddy. I'm just saying, masculine. This is the masculine role. That's the perspective. That's something you're gonna have to keep in mind. Masculine, you in regards to yourself, player. Masculine role. You got the Knight of Cups. This is huge emotion. Lust, infatuation, teenage love. It's like Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet was not a romantic story. That shit was a tragedy. Because they both died as teens. They didn't grow to be Roman Jules to tell this love story of Romeo and Juliet to their grandchildren. No, they crashed and burned at an early age. Ain't nothing wonderful about that shit. It's a fucking tragedy. You don't want this relationship to be a tragedy going off your feelings. Once again, feminines, y'all think masculines are cold-blooded or ain't emotional and shit because they choose to not be in this energy with you. The masculine let the fuck out you, but he ain't finna get out his body about it or let you know. Somebody has to have a level head here, and it's always your divine masculine. Somebody has to be the bigger man or wear the big draws or pull the band-aid off around here, and it's usually your masculine person who has to do the growing up thing. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get hurt either. They don't want to get heartbroken either. They don't want to get that let down either. Masculines just move different. But despite what you think, your masculine is ecstatic about you. They love you so much it hurts. They love you so much they're confused. They love you so much that it's taking them completely off guard. What's that shit Frank Ocean said? I thought that I was dreaming when you said you loved me. Had no time to prepare, couldn't see you coming. Like, facts, nigga. You know what I mean? Masculine could not see you coming. You was definitely unprepared. That's why your masculine goes about this shit the way they go about it. Who rules the heart and mind? Cups department. You do divine feminine. Masculine, he doesn't. Or feels the same shit you feel cup-wise. Their cups is enough. Future final, we're wrapping this up so I can get to this next read. What's the future feminine? You got happiness, 10 of cups. This is emotional fulfillment or emotional contentment. Or gay. What's gay? Happy. What's happy? Gay. Definition, people. You know what I mean? Take that how you want. Going to future feminine, you're going to be happy. More smoke. You're going to be happy. Clarifying that as the 7 of cups. You're going to be happy looking at the 7 of cups process that's going to happen with your divine masculine or with you. 7 of cups is the Pimp Cup Chronicles. Pimp Cup Chronicles is something in you that the world needs. You need to give it to the world because they need it. It could be an idea. It could be an invention. It could be a program. It could be a service. It could be a company. Whatever it is, the world needs something you have inside. Feminine. Could be just your love. Could be just your guidance. Could be just your heart or your passion about shit. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, you're going to give it to the world. And by giving it to the world, you're going to see how happy people are going to be because of it and how happy it's going to make you. Or you're going to see your masculine blossom. You watch the caterpillar space. He was in a cocoon where it was just separation. You couldn't get to him. Like this nigga in jail or some shit. You know what I mean? He was in a cocoon. You couldn't do too much. He's in a cocoon. He's escaping out of the cocoon. You get to see the butterfly that he's become. That shit is beautiful. But more important than that, you see how happy he is being out of the cocoon. Take that how you want. Final card in this message, masculine is going to the future with a relationship or friendship or kinship. Maybe all three. Like Prince said, I want to be your mother, I want to be your brother, I want to be your father, I want to be like everything to you. I'm going to be everything to you, baby. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's what you're going to find. That's what you're gonna find in one ship, relationship or friendship or kinship. Everything that you need. You're gonna find a best friend, lover, and a companion. You're gonna find, like I said, a husband, brother, and a father, all in one. You're gonna find a sister, mother, and a bestie, BFF in one ship. And like I said, that is what your twin flame relationship is. Deals expire at midnight. Holler at me if you need me. Deuces.